We're live. It's the Mikey Dealz Show, episode 1. Thank you for tuning in and listening right now. Uh, this is my first episode, so you kind of got to give me a little bit of a break here. I'm not sure exactly about my settings on my mixer and the audio that I have here. I'm sitting here with my buddy Freddie. Freddie, say hello.
Yo,
Freddie said yo. Uh, so basically, if you don't know me, my name is Mikey Dealz. I've been a scam artist since the year 2000. I started in September 2000, uh, hustling shit on the streets of New York City, the Bronx, North of Jersey, Connecticut, fucking Pennsylvania. That's just in the beginning. But this show is going to be about my stories, my life, the shit that I've been through, the ups and downs with direct market sales, which is basically what I've been doing. All right. For the longest, I was selling bootleg watches on the street. That's what we're going to call it. When the people that know, they know I wasn't selling bootleg watches. They know I was selling some other shit, but we're going to call it bootleg watches because I can't expose the fucking game. You know what I mean? So, um, I'm glad to fucking be behind the microphone. I had a podcast a few years ago when I was living down in Florida. It was called the Balls Cast, um, and that podcast did pretty fucking good. I was on it, and I was a drunken mess when I was on it, and I was pretty much out of my fucking mind. But now I'm sober, and I kind of got like my mind back to me. So I'm trying this new podcast out. I got fucking microphones, I got computers, I got fucking soundboards, and I'm just trying to express my stories, um, in a way where people can listen to them and fucking see them and all that shit. You got to give me a little bit of a break because I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. This is all like pretty much off the whim. I don't have a producer. I don't have a fucking technician. If the audio is fucked up and you can't hear it right, I don't know what to fucking tell you. I'm doing the best that I can. So, I'm just going to start it off um, basically with a story of a football player that I sold in Bergen County about 15 years ago. I'm not going to say the guy's name because I actually looked him up on Twitter, and he's like, he was nobody when I sold him. He was like a second stringer. He was a he was a fucking he was a he was like a special fucking whatever it's called. What's it called, bro? It's like a special plays. Like he only like ran the ball back. He a special teams guy. He was a special teams
I
guy.
have no idea.
So Freddie has no idea. Um, he was a special teams guy, and but he still makes fucking big bread. This guy, like, I think the minimum amount of money that NFL players can earn once they're in the union, I think is like 250 G's a year. I think that's what it is. So I ended up fucking selling this guy. We'll say on bootleg Rolex watches. All right, and the day that this fucking sale happened was actually a fucking hilarious day. It was fucking it's some shit out of the street hustlers fucking Bible that that you only fucking perceive when you're a street hustler. And when you're a street hustler, you have a positive mental attitude. You're fucking cocky. You got fucking the biggest dick in the world. Because if you don't have all those things, you're not gonna fucking make money. All right. So I had those things. I had that fucking attitude. I had that big fucking swinging dick. And I had the game to fucking get this guy. All right. So the day started off like this. It was fucking we're talking about this is 2006. What month it was, I have no idea. I know it was wintertime though, because I had pulled out after I got my fucking bootleg watches, my bootleg rollies and my bootleg whatever the fuck they're called. It's the other ones, bro. The really nice watches that
Lotto?
Yeah, Movados. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. I had my bootleg rollies and my bootleg Movados. And I fucking used to pound what is Route 4 and Englewood and Fort Lee. In that area right there, leading up to the George Washington Bridge, there were, this is years ago. Nowadays, shit has changed. There was two gas stations in Englewood on the Route 4 eastbound side. There was an Exxon and then a fucking BP, and then there was a hotel, which is the Holiday Inn. I believe it's still there on Route 4 East in Fort Lee. Then there was some like other little bullshit fucking gas station that Habibis ran, and in the back of it there was like a liquor depot. There was like a fucking liquor depot in the back of it where like you could get bottles of shit cheaper than like most of the liquor stores around. And then you would get off the exit and you would do a U-turn. Like you would get on the exit because it would say last exit before George Washington Bridge, and you would dip off and then you would make the U-turn and you would fucking go back down Route 4 westbound, which had a whole other bunch of fucking gas stations in it, right? So this day I'm fucking working. I'm in a rental vehicle, and the guys that would from me to consignment on the watches, they would say, "Hey, take this fucking guy out. Teach him how to sell these fucking things." And in return, like we're gonna make money. You're gonna make money because if you teach him the right way, fucking 2 months down the road, you could be fucking hungover and shit and all fucked up. And like he'll sell everything, and like you guys split the profit down the middle. So that's like you aim to like train the guy next to you on how to do what the fuck you do, which is impulse buys, uh, tactics of manipulation, and just how to talk to people on the fucking street. And when you're in on well, and when you're in northern Bergen County on Route 4, there's 350,000 people that cross over that George Washington Bridge every day, right? And a majority of them are going over Route 4, or they're crossing over 95 and fucking stopping on Route 4 to get gas, or 46. So Route 4 was a fucking hot spot, right? I can't tell you how many fucking people I got on Route 4. That's my favorite route to fucking work. I bodied motherfuckers on Route 4 for fucking big bread on fucking sets and watches. You know what I'm saying? So I'm doing the fucking loop this day with this fucking like week-long trainee. His name is fucking James. And it was snowing. So I'm fucking out there working. I'm not running into shit. I got a great attitude out there, but like you start at fucking 10 o'clock in the morning, you're out there hustling, you know what I mean? So by 1 o'clock, if you ain't sell shit, you're having a fucking rough day. And that's exactly what was happening this day. I'm out there working with this fucking kid. He's ugly as fuck. He looks like a fucking headbanger. He's wearing some fucking Satan shirt. Like, I don't even know. It had like the pentagram shit on it and the devil worshipping shit. He was like a devil worshiper looking kid. Like he wore all black and he had long slick back fucking hair. So I'm just like, fuck it. I need some entertainment. So I'm doing the loop on Route 4. I hit the gas stations in Englewood. I'm going up fucking eastbound Route 4. I hit the Exxon in it. The last gas station in Englewood is an Exxon. My man fucking Ennis owns that motherfucker. He's a fucking legend. He's been there for years. Great guy. Always helped me out. He gave me fucking cigarettes when I didn't have bread. He hooked me the fuck up, right? So fucking I'm doing this loop. I don't sell shit. It's like 5 o'clock p.m. and I haven't fucking sold anything. I'm getting a negative attitude. So I go up there, I make the loop, I get off on the Route 4 on the last exit in Fort Lee before the bridge. I make the fucking U-turn. I'm heading westbound on Route 4 from Fort Lee. I pull into this gas station. Meanwhile, like a week and a half before, I sold these guys in the gas station for these fucking watches, right? They ended up giving me some money for them, and they thought they were fucking legit. They weren't, but whatever. Like fucking, so I just keep it fucking moving. So I fucking pull back into this gas station just because it's part of my routine. I've sold fucking hundreds of watches in this fucking gas station.
Damn.
All right. But now it's snowing. There's probably like, I don't know, 9-10 inches of snow on the ground. And I have my fucking trainee, the fucking long haired devil worshiper kid. I'm like, yo, I'm like, ask the fucking gas guy if he wants a fucking brand new Rolly. And he does. He's like, hey man, he fucking sticks his fat fucking head out the window with his fucking long hair and his fucking Satan fucking worshiping shirt on. And he's like, hey, he's like, bro, you need a watch? He's like, I got watches. And the fucking gas guy goes, you motherfucking bitch, and fucking spits right in his fucking face, bro.
No shit.
Yeah. And he's like, motherfucker. He sits back and I'm like, bro, chill. And I'm like restraining him as I'm hitting the gas, but I'm not moving anywhere because there's fucking snow on the ground.
Yeah.
So my van is going like fucking 3 miles an hour. And he's fucking doomed. The guy just spit in his face and he doesn't know what to do. He's mad. I'm like, bro, chill. So I hit the gas, trying to get out of there. The fucking gas guy tries to fucking kick the van. Again, there's snow on the ground. So he like winds back like in some like fucking Turkish fucking kick assault. Like he was kicking a fucking soccer ball. And he fucking, like my van had just like skidded out of the way. And he missed the van and busted his ass and fucking fell on the ground. It was fucking hysterical. It was great. And he's mad. Like I'm pulling away. I'm fucking in tears laughing. And my trainee, the poor kid, he's like, I have to like restrain him. Like, bro, I'm like, it happens, blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, I know this kid is not going to last. He's not going to be a fucking hustler on the street. He's just a truck filler. You know what I mean? So I calm him down. And again, we're headed fucking westbound, the Route 4. This was in the BP gas station in Fort Lee. And again, this is like, fuck, bro. This is like 2005, 2006, some shit like that. And so we fucking get out of there, and I'm laughing. I'm telling him, I'm like, bro, shit happens to the best of us, blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, I knew what I was lining him up with. You know what I mean? Like, I just wanted some entertainment because I was having a boring fucking day. What's the matter? So fucking, we're headed back down fucking Route 4. Turn that off, bro. I can hear it through the mics.
Oh, shit.
So meanwhile, we're fucking headed back down fucking Route 4 westbound, away from the George Washington Bridge. And I make the U-turn on Grand Avenue in Agdenwood. I'm like, fuck it. I'm making something out of this day. It's fucking snowing now like a motherfucker, bro. So I'm headed up Route 4 east towards the bridge. And I'm hitting the gas stations and I ain't getting no love. I'm like, what the fuck? So instead of doing the usual U-turn that I do to head back down Route 4, doing the loop of death, or the loop of love, as I fucking used to consider it, I fucking got off in Fort Lee. I worked my way down a river road, and I started headed towards fucking Edgewater. And this is where it gets fucking great. Again, I haven't sold shit all day. I've ran into assholes. My trainee got his fucking face spinning. It was one of those fucking days. And as a street hustler, people that are listening to this, that are street hustlers, will understand. Like, goddamn, it's one of those fucking days where you haven't made no fucking bread. So it was one of those days. I'm dipping down into River Road in Edgewater, and I fucking pull into what the fuck's the name of the place? I don't even know what the fuck it's called. It's where the Chipotle is in fucking Edgewater. It's in that shopping complex. Some rapper just got shot there. Like fucking,
oh shit.
Yeah, like 3 weeks ago. Some rapper just got shot there. He lived, and it was like they tried to jack him for his jewels and shit. So back in the day, like that's what was in there. You would see athletes in there, you would see rappers in there,
Nice.
you would see fucking people with big bread in Edgewater and Weehawken and North Bergen on River Road. Like it was fucking packed with these fucking, they come out to fucking Jersey and they fucking fall asleep. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you come to Jersey, you get scammed by the Wiggers, bro. The Wiggers fucking scam me, bro. We fucking line you up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm fucking driving down I'm driving down fucking River Road, and I pull in that lot where the Chipotle is, and I'm like, I'm throwing bits to people. Hey, you want to watch? Hey, you want to fucking watch? Blah blah blah, and fucking nothing. And I come around the fucking corner. There's a U-turn down there, a beautiful view of Harlem from that driveway. And I see this black dude with fucking dreads walking out with a big ass fucking chain on. So I'm like, oh, let me fucking ask this guy. You never know. My attitude was real neg at that point. I was like done with the day. I was fucking like, fuck this. Like, I don't even want to be doing this shit today. It's fucking snowing out. There's 6 inches of snow on the ground. I'm done. So I say, bro, you want to watch? He goes, what you got, cool? And I'm like, I got this motherfucker, bro. So I fucking parked illegally right there on the side. He walks up and he's like, what you got? And again, we'll just say I had fucking fake Rolexes. So I'm like, bro, I got these watches, blah blah blah. They go for 3 G's a piece. They're low end, blah blah blah, fucking fucking bullshit. But he's thinking that we're 3 G's a piece. He's thinking that these are fucking real Rolex and Breitling watches, not Movados. He's thinking these are Rolex and Breitling watches. And he's like, man, he's like, I don't need no fucking watches. He's like, I'll take one of them, but I need some flat screens. So I'm like, bro, I got you. I'm like, look, I got fucking 10 fucking watches here. I'll give you these 10 watches. You hold on to them. Give me $5,000. I'll be back in an hour and a half with fucking 8 flat screen TVs for you. And again, this is an NFL player at the time. I'm not going to mention his name because the dude was kind of gangster. He wasn't a starter. He was a special teams guy. He won a fucking ring with the Giants with a Super Bowl, and like he had bread.
Yeah,
he had bread, but I'm there to fucking take it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So he's like, you couldn't even understand this motherfucker, bro. I wish I could say his name right now so people could like Google him and shit and fucking be like, oh shit, like that motherfucker's retarded. You know what I mean? Like, because he was literally like, fuck, he was a country dude. He was fucking ignorant as fuck. And he's like, hey man, like he's like, I ain't got 5 G's on me. He's like, come into the bank, I'll get you 5 G's. I'm gonna take these watches, I'm gonna hold on to them until you come back on my TV. So I'm like, bet, bro. Like he fucking fell for it, hook, line, and sinker. He's like, these watches are real. He thought he had like 30 G's on watches right there. But meanwhile, it was all bullshit. It was all fraud. It was all bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, I got him. You know what I mean, bro? I got him.
Got him bad.
Yeah. So like, he's fucking like he let his guard down and shit, and like that's what happens. So I'm like, all right, bro, bet. I'm like, I need the 5 G's. I'll get your fucking TVs. You gotta give me an hour and a half, but I need the bread. I'm like, the guy that has the TVs isn't gonna let me just fucking drive off with TVs. Like, I ain't got the money for him. Like, I need your money. So he's like, I got you. So now it's like probably like 7:00, and he's like, bro, he's like, my bank is in the fucking. His bank was in the fucking was in the grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
It was like not a ShopRite, not an A&P. It was some other shit down there in Edgewater, New Jersey. So I'm like, all right, bro, like I'm gonna ride with you. Like, so he's like, all right, come on. So I had that trainee that got his fucking he got spit in his face that day. I had him drive my truck, and I jumped in with this guy, and he had a Hummer. He had a fucking like a Hummer with rims and shit. And the fucking the grocery store with the bank that was in it wasn't far. It was like a 3-minute ride. So I jumped in with him and I'm like juicing his balls. I'm like, oh bro, you got a fucking nice truck. Damn, bro, you're an NFL player. He's like, yeah, cool. Like all this ghetto shit. He's like, look at this shit, bro. And he fucking shows me he shows me his phone. He's got some fucking white bitch like on her back with his fucking 10-inch dick on her fucking face. And I'm like, bro, this is the craziest shit I've fucking ever seen, bro. So fucking so I'm like, all right, bro, like cool. I give him back his phone. We pull him there. We park in a handicap spot. My fucking boy parks in my van right next to it. And I go inside with him. He gets the fucking 5Gs out the from the bank teller, gives me the bread. I fucking give him all the watches. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I'm gonna call you in an hour. We exchange numbers and shit. And I get back in my truck and I fucking drive off. And there's no fucking TVs that this guy's getting. It was a complete fucking scam. I just got him for his 5Gs. He took my worthless watches. They were about $300 a piece. So I think there was 8 of them, like 8 or 10. So it was like 3Gs that I had to pay for those, but he gave me 5Gs. So I ended up pocketing fucking 2Gs off of that. You know what I'm saying? Off a fucking shitty day that fucking went from nothing to something. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So fucking me being the complete fucking derelict that I am, I had his number. And like, again, this is 15 years ago. Like, yeah, like what is fucking, he won the Super Bowl with the Giants in 2007 or 8. So like, we're looking back at least 13 years. So anyway, I had his number. I called him back and I'm with a couple friends of mine and we're fucking laughing about this shit at the bar. And I'm like, I got this fucking NFL player, which you know what I mean? They're like, who is it? Blah blah blah. We fucking say names and shit. And I call him. I put him on speakerphone, and he's like, hey, cool. Like you couldn't understand this motherfucker, bro. He was that fucking country, and just that retarded and fucking ignorant. He was fucking dumb as fucking rocks, bro. So we call him and he's like, yo, man, where my TV's at? And I'm like, bro, you fucking beat, bro. I'm like, go back to fucking Alabama, motherfucker. Like, go back to Alabama, bro. Go back to fucking Mississippi. He's like, cool, I'm fucking kill your motherfucking ass. He's like cursing out and fucking doing all this fucking shit. Yeah, like we're just laughing, bro. Me and like 3 of my boys, we're just fucking laughing. Because we know this dude is beat. And like this happened in Edgewater, New Jersey. And like I told him, I'm like, yo, I live in the Bronx. But meanwhile, I'm like 7 minutes away, bro. I'm in Ridgefield, New Jersey, which is basically like fucking a stone's throw from where the fuck we met. We were literally right up the street, right up for 46. And this motherfucker just fucking flipped out. You couldn't understand what the fuck he was saying, bro.
That's funny as hell.
You couldn't understand what the fuck he was saying. You couldn't understand. Like, he was just going fucking crazy. And it's funny because today I just fucking found him on Twitter, and I was gonna tag him in this video, just to fucking bust his balls. But like, he hasn't played football since 2011, and going by his pictures that I see on fucking on Twitter, like it looks like he's back to shooting people in like fucking Birmingham, Alabama. You know what I'm saying? Like it looks like he's back to just fucking. It looks like he's back to just thugging, bro. He ain't teaching no football camp. Like he wasn't that good. You know what I mean? Like he got fucking paid off some contracts and shit. He won a ring with the Giants, but like he ain't no role model. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's one of the stories that I fucking have, and you kind of gotta have a fucking fucked up sense of humor to get a kick off of this shit. But that's what this podcast is gonna be about. You gotta have a fucked up sense of humor, and you kind of like gotta be a fucking street person to understand this. Like whether you're a cop or a hustler or a fucking drug dealer or a comedian that's came up doing shit. Like, this is not like, I'm not fucking Steve Byrne. You know what I mean? Like, this is not fucking friendly shit. These are stories that I've come up with, or that I've experienced, and that I've tried to fucking put together so I can explain them well to other people. And yeah, it's fucking crazy. But that's basically that for episode 1 of the Mikey Dealz show. I'm definitely gonna have some people on here that I interview, that pretty much some comedians, some fucking criminals, some dirty cops, some fucking clean cops, and just some people that are down to earth, that what fucking real life shit is. Like, sometimes you gotta hustle on the street. Sometimes you gotta fucking get out there and fucking stab a motherfucker. Sometimes you gotta get out there and fucking do your thing and not give a fuck what anybody else is saying. So that's basically it. This is the first episode of the Mikey Dealz show. Thank you, Freddie, for coming in and hanging out, my man.
Yeah, no
I
doubt.
needed somebody there to fucking sit there while I fucking explain this shit. Much love to the real ones, death to the fakes, and I love all you guys. I'm getting off of this fucking thing. I'll see you probably in a week. Probably in a week, I'll drop another episode. I might go live on Twitter. You can follow me at Mr. Mikey Dealz, Dealz on Twitter. That way you could fucking see when I go live. I'm probably just gonna go on there and talk some shit. I'm just trying to fucking have some fun right now. And basically fucking vent on here. It's great being back behind the microphone. Shout out to Roger and JP. Shout out to JP on 102.5 in Tampa. Shout out to Mike Calta, even though he fucking hates my guts now. Won't fucking talk to me. Oh, look, Mike Calta, I'm wearing your fucking shirt. That's your fucking grill. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for listening. I appreciate it. Follow me at Mr. Mikey Dealz on Twitter. Mr. MikeyDealz on Twitter. Much love. Be safe in these fucking streets. Don't let nobody boss you around. Fucking do what you gotta do to fucking survive. One love.